Now, we were talking about the glasses,
Yes.
the bridge of the nose,
Yes.
and the proportionality of the feet.
Okay.
And one of the first things I noticed, I think, was that the feet seemed bigger than I remember Lee's
Yes.
feet. So we've trimmed them down a little bit.
Yes, I told you that there's a proportional measurement to be aware of, that the width of the foot is half the face.
Okay.
And so I whittled it down, and now it's half the face.
Okay.
It's the same thing over here. So what you sense by looking, I could mathematically correct.
See, when I try to measure stuff, I always get it wrong. So I just eyeball it. I always eyeball it.
Well, I'll eyeball it too, but I'll know something's off, and I won't mess with it until I've measured. And once I measure, because of a certain proportion, then I know when to stop to the adjustment, either out or in.
Now, we didn't mention this the last time,
Yeah?
but it seems like I remember someplace that for an outdoor sculpture, you'll make the head a little larger than
No, not
natural
necessarily.
proportions.
Not necessarily. I mean, not unless if it was as tall as that tower, yeah, you would.
Okay.
But
I
a
didn't know if
life
that
size, he's only going to be 2 feet off, two and a
Right.
half feet off the ground and up, so it's really not that
Okay.
much out of a proportion. Because if you're looking up at a towering figure, it'll make that head look
Right.
smaller, like a pea. So you want to make that head larger proportion.
And the reason I asked, I didn't know if that was coming into play, which would make the feet, if the head was bigger than normal, then the feet would be bigger than normal if you were playing off of each other. So
Not
that's
necessarily. Even if it was towering, you wouldn't want the feet off proportion of the legs or the rest of the body and so on.
okay.
But it has to be pretty tall before you're.
Okay. I was just vaguely aware of that proportional trick.
Yeah.
So you made the glasses. Where are the glasses?
Glasses are right here. These are Lee's actual glasses
Okay, so-
that I borrowed from the museum.
So we borrowed these from the museum. That would be the Carnegie Historical Museum. And I got permission to loan them. We don't normally do that. But anyway, I think because in a sculpture you only make part of the frame in order to suggest reflection, right?
Yeah, it suggests reflection of out here where there's no frame. See, I can backfill everything else. I can't
Right.
backfill that.
Right.
So in order to suggest part of the frame, that's where I'll say it highlights on the glasses, or the out at the edge.
So because it was not a complete frame, somehow the glasses didn't look as round as I remembered. So I'm glad that you've rectified that. That looks good.
And I also cut the outer edges and cut some off the bridge and put things together more.
See, and I'm wondering if you could even make the bridge of his nose even thinner. And look at his, because that looks really pinched in the photograph. that
Yeah, I
looks really-
can. I
that
can
looks really
take. I can
pinched.
take some off there.
And it's just so weird because it's just weird with a portrait how you just have to start.
Let me take a little bit off now.
But it's just odd how little details you don't notice until you.
So I'm going to
Need
take
to
this little scraping tool and just scrape around the bone of the nose, so it'll look narrower, and then it will.
Do you want to turn it to the camera better?
It'll look narrower and maybe more beaked.
Yeah, because he had a real beaky nose. It wasn't a real big nose, but it was very angular.
If I can get the clay out from under the glasses pad. What do you think of that, Mark?
Yeah, that looks better. Yep. Now is it,
So I've trimmed that nose. You see it, don't you, Mark?
yep. Now, it may be because his face is tipped up, but in the photograph it looks like there's more eyebrow showing above the glasses.
Well, we could put more eyebrow there. That's not hard.
But then that's going to diminish your forehead. Can you push the frame down just slightly?
Push the
Top of the frame, just come down just a little bit. I don't know.
Let me look. Yeah. I'm going to trim some of the glasses off.
I think, yeah, that's a good idea. Because those are pretty delicate frames. They're not a real heavy frame. They're not a Buddy Holly glasses type.
And later on, I'll trim up the backfill so it'll look.
Okay. Oh yeah, that looks good. Yep. Now does the rim of the lens need to be trimmed in so it's a little tighter? Like right in here on either side?
Can.
Because his nose is really narrow there.
These little pieces here, those are highlights.
Yep.
And backfilled. As if there's glass in there.
Yep. Yeah, that's opening his face up.
I think in the bronze, I'll very carefully saw out some of the backfill, so light will come down.
Good. That'd be good.
I think.
Because you've got light coming through on the photograph.
I'll have to confer with the foundry. I can at least drill through.
Mm-hmm. Yep, I like that a lot better. Now it seems like the lens on this side hugs the nose more than the one on this side.
The lens on which side?
His right, it hugs the nose more, and the one on the left needs to be. I like the one on the. Yeah, push that one in. And I think the one that hugs tighter, I think, is truer than that one was. There you go. I can't wait to see the 3D Parsons logo.
The Parsons logo, the turkey feather tie, the turkey cufflinks, the Hawkeyes button, and the Fairfield Trojans buttons are all being cut in a rubber mat as we speak. And tomorrow I'll go up and get them and put them on here before I crate it.
Neat.
Friday I hope to put them on and then crate it.
Excellent.
Do the kisses look all right?
Yep.
In his hand?
I can see people putting real kisses in it. Now, is there going to be will water collect there, or are you planning for drainage? You going to have weep holes or anything?
There's always weep holes where there's a danger of water collecting. It won't collect in that hand.
Let me look at it. Oh yeah, that looks good. Yeah.
I may do some more refinement with the hair. Just fine little lines. But it's about as.
And you've got the one collar.
I got his one collar up.
One collar up.
His
so
his flirt collar.
So the ladies will be wanting to button that down for him.
You think his hair is curly enough? The impression of it?
I think adding those little curls is a good idea.
And I couldn't do it in the life size. I'll make up for it.
Sure. Neat.
Well, I'll continue to backfill, make sure the glasses are backfilled, but if you think it's fine, Mark, then
Yep,
we'll...
I think it looks good. Like the side of that nose needs to be smoothed up a little bit.
Where?
There's a little gap, there's a little bump right here on the nose itself.
Where?
Right. Here, let me get right there. There's a little ridge. Whoops, sorry. Back in, right beside the glasses. Go up. Keep going back.
Well, I'll take care of all that stuff.
Yeah, it's still there. But. Yeah, looks nice. Yep, I think you got it. Boy, is it just, I still think those glasses need to be closer together.
You try it.
And maybe like do you need to take a little bit off the top of this connector right here? That seems a little thick.
I don't think so, but I will.
Just take a little bit off. I mean, it is thicker than the rest of the frame, but I don't think quite that much. I hate drawing glasses. Yeah, I think that helps. Glasses are hard to do.
What do you think? I'll go in there with
Yeah.
real fine stuff.
That's good. Yeah. I think we did it.
Okay, good.
Good job. Well done.
I think we're done.